When I meet people for the first time, the thing I used to hear so much is like, oh, wow, look at your hair. But now people are just like, your skin is stunning. Your skin is flawless. And I've never heard that in my entire life. I'm literally just getting used to hearing that for the first time. Hello and welcome to Chrysanthemum. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me today. It's an honor to have you. And if you're not, then you already know what's good. Thank you for coming back. Today marks a new type of video for this channel. We're going to be talking about my body. We're gonna be talking about skin. We're gonna be talking about bodies. But side note, if you're interested in Burning Man, learning Japanese, the trippy stuff, please subscribe to this channel. It would be my honor to have you back. And check out my other videos. So first, a little background. My struggle with acne began around the 5th grade. I would break out, especially right here, because of the oiliness of my hair. In middle school, I just had extremely, just a permanent shine on my forehead. My biggest problem has mostly been oiliness. At certain points, I've struggled with dryness, but for me, I've mostly been an oily person. I remember I used to try so many products, y'all. I even tried Proactive. I would toss any old thing on my face, just hoping that my acne would clear up. It, for the most part, did not. This problem resolved itself, I would say, in the last year and a half, but the worst my acne got was actually post-college. For reasons I'll get into later, you know, that is, for many people of my generation, gonna be the most stressful time in our life. You know, we're figuring everything out, but post-college, my acne got horrific. It got really bad. This was a time where I was working 2 jobs in addition to freelancing and paying for rent for the first time and all of those things. And it compounded, and you could see it in my face. You could literally visualize the immense stress I was under on my skin. This acne was cystic, this acne was scarring, and to me, I thought it was irreparable. I thought that it had done irreparable damage to my face. And I am here today to share the good news of clear skin for once in my life. I'm just experiencing clear skin for the first time in my entire life. I've been out of college for about 3 years now, and I am only now beginning to see the results. Today, I'm going to give you my top 5 pieces of advice for getting your skin clear. I wish I had this advice when I was like in high school or even in middle school, but hey, I got it today, so I'm gonna share it. Number 5, stop trying, start sticking. My first piece of advice is to stop trying and start sticking. One of my biggest problems regarding my skincare was the hook of the hunt. You know, it was getting just super jazzed on trying new products, and I was so caught up in that hunt of trying something new, and purchasing as much new skincare type products as I could, that I really wasn't so involved in sticking with anything. If you're like me and you've struggled with an addiction to buying and trying, I would give you this advice. Depending on the acne that you struggle with, you're not going to see results within weeks, sometimes not even within months. And if you're expecting immediate results and then just willing to toss a solution out because you don't see those results, you're gonna get disappointed every time. Now, the skincare routine that I developed post-college and ultimately keep up, it took at least a year for my skin to clear up from cystic acne. Cystic acne and acne scars are no joke. And, you know, I had in my mind this idea of just like a miracle product that would clear up my face in a week and I could just get on with my life. And it's just like, y'all, that product does not exist, especially if you're dealing with harsher types of acne, deep under the skin, cystic acne. It could take a very long time to see results. And the second piece of this advice is just have the patience to see the fruits of whatever skincare solution you're giving a try. Don't get hooked on the hunt in the haul. My number 4 piece of advice has got to be hydration. Now, this isn't the point at which I just regurgitate the line of drink more water. Y'all know to drink more water, and I shouldn't be the one to have to tell you. For me, I am a tea head. I love tea. I'm obsessed with just drinking tea like every single day. And you have to be mindful of the types of hydration that you're drinking. So for me to just drink a bunch of tea and not supplement that with water, the hydration wasn't benefiting me or my skin in any kind of way. In fact, for most of my life, I believe I've been severely dehydrated. Now I drink a bunch of water every day. I have a dope Brita water bottle. Check this video out if you want to know what type of water bottle I use. But for every cup of tea or coffee you drink a cup of water too. You can literally feel the results of being well hydrated on your skin almost immediately. So if you're not getting where you want to get with your acne solutions, don't just drink more water, but make sure you're supplementing your other drinking with water. So balance water out with whatever else you're drinking, because the other things you're drinking could be contributing to your dehydration. Number 3. My number 3 piece of advice is gonna be something that I was too lazy to do. I was too lazy to do this. It's research. Do your research. Don't let acne commercials tell you what you need to know about your own skin. You're not gonna find something if you don't do your research. So when I started experiencing severe cystic acne breakouts, I didn't even have the word cystic acne. I didn't know the difference between that. I didn't know what it meant. I just thought my acne is getting worse and worse. The research will show you that cystic acne only responds to certain chemicals in solutions. It'll show you that, it lasts way longer, that the scars are worse. And also if you have super bad habits like picking, you know what I mean? I used to think that there was a special way you could pop your pimples, because they're professional pimple poppers. And if you just learn the technique to pimple pop, and you'll be fine. It's just in the technique. No, it ain't. You really shouldn't be doing that by yourself and without supervision. So I did my research, and that's literally when I started seeing my acne scars clear up. I did research for cystic acne, I did research for acne scars, and I really didn't even have the language to research it before. So it's really like taking the time out of your day, going online, doing your research. I also visited and consulted a dermatologist once just because the problem was getting so out of hand. So if you know that this is a problem that's taking away from your life satisfaction and satisfaction with how you look in everyday living, then you need to address that problem proportionately. I understand that for a lot of people that can feel superficial to put time into their body and face, but your face deserves it. You deserve to have clear skin if you want clear skin. And research will get you to those solutions much faster than acne companies trying to push their products. So, speaking of products, let's talk topicals and medication. The source of your acne could actually be hormonal. It could be coming from within and not actually having an external root. So for me, I know a lot of this was hormonal. As soon as I got on hormonal birth control medication, that is when I started feeling more imbalanced in my body. I started smelling better. I started feeling better. And my skin also began to clear up more. It was easier for my skin to start clearing up versus the times I wasn't on birth control or any hormonal medication. My body was just totally out of whack, out of balance, y'all. And if you're feeling that your body is out of balance and you have space for medication, talk to your doctor about what could put your body back in balance. For me, that was hormonal medications. For you, it could be something completely different or even holistic. Speaking of medication, number 2 is prevention. I cannot stress this enough, y'all. Prevention is the only solution for acne. Topicals will only get you so far. I prevented my acne in 2 ways. One way was medication. The second way was topicals. I developed a twice daily skincare routine. I honestly never had much of a routine before. And when you add habit building and habit cultivation into things, you really start to see a difference. So the research showed me that what I needed for my cystic acne was salicylic acid. Now, did I see results from this in a month? No. Did I see results from this in 2 months? No, not really. What I noticed it was doing was preventing new acne from appearing on my face. Now, this is the salicylic acid that I primarily use. It is Rapid Clear by Neutrogena. I use this once in the morning and I use this once at night. It's preventative. It helps stop emerging breakouts, but it's not gonna do anything to your acne that's already on your face, you know. But y'all, prevention is key. If you're dealing with cystic acne, I highly suggest starting a salicylic acid skincare regimen. Next, Centella Blemish Cream. I was having such an issue with acne scarring due to cystic acne. Once the acne would leave my face, it would leave a mark, it would leave a trace. It wasn't pretty. I started getting like holes in my face of acne scarring. I was not finding a solution. You know, I was washing my face every day, but I wasn't treating the problem, which was the actual scarring. And I read online that acne scarring and dark spots are actually pretty hard to treat. But I was in a Korean beauty store in New York that my sister took me to, and I found this Centella Blemish Cream. I use it close to daily, maybe like every 2 or 3 days, and I just put it on where my marks are. I leave it on there for a little while, however long I feel, and then I rub it in. Now, this has worked remarkably. This, over the span of, again, about a year, completely cleared my dark spots. And my dark spots were honestly the biggest problem that I was having, because even when my face was clear, you could still see marks of acne. Very, very dark marks. It basically just looked like acne. But this has evened my skin tone, and now I don't really have any dark spots at all, and I never thought I'd be saying that. Now, Centella is a natural ingredient. It's actually a perennial plant known as Indian pennywort. I would highly, highly suggest starting with some Centella cream. I know y'all aren't watching this video right now expecting me to say something little for my number 1, or expecting that you can get your acne cleared without major lifestyle changes, because you can't. Sometimes acne is a manifestation of lifestyle. It is caused by lifestyle. For me, I definitely know it was, because after I graduated from college, it spiked. It got real bad. The number 1 way I cleared my acne was major lifestyle change. It was my major lifestyle change that gave me time to do the research, that allowed me to keep a skincare routine. And that was through mindfulness. I began a mindfulness practice. I do Headspace at least once a day, and I meditate. And meditation showed me that I was just the type of person who was, you know, hopping along from lily pad to lily pad and, you know, buying everything I could, and, you know, I just wanted to consume. I wasn't actually looking for the solution. And mindfulness made me realize all of this, especially when it came to my skincare and my skincare routine. I quit my jobs, I quit all unfulfilling work, and I started only doing the freelancing thing. If you're interested in how I did that or why, please check out my 2 freelancing videos. I'll link them in the description. I ultimately was prioritizing you know, like making money, the grind, the hustle, like all of these different things, my weekly jobs, and I was not at all prioritizing myself, my body, my skin. If any of this rings true to you, I hope that it can help. because I needed the wake-up call that was a major lifestyle change in order to see any kind of clarity in my skin. You know, in order to get that clarity in your skin, you need to first have that clarity in your mind, especially if what you're dealing with is a result of stress, anxiety, depression, being burnt out or overworked, or any of the above. You do have to change your lifestyle. You can't get around that. Where I'm at right now is I'm in a good place with my content creation, with my freelancing, with my acting. I'm in a great place, and I feel like that's reflected on my skin. When I meet people for the first time, the thing I used to hear so much is like, "Oh, wow, look at your hair." But now, people are just like, your skin is stunning. Your skin is flawless. And I've never heard that in my entire life. I'm literally just getting used to hearing that for the first time. I didn't get here without a lot of hard work, and I don't want to tell you that you could, because I would be severely misleading you. If this resonates with you, you might be in a pattern. You know, you might be in a cycle of your own. And if you can take away anything from this video, just take away the true cause of acne. For many of us, is cycles. It's our lifestyle, it's habits, and how we live and what we prioritize. For me, clear skin only came when I was willing to break those cycles, when I was willing to break those bad habits. My face will show you, you know, not just my smile, but the clarity of my face will show you the clarity that I have in my life currently, and I'm fulfilled. And I want nothing less than that for you. So, thank you so much for watching this video today. If you have any skincare gems of your own, please drop them in the description. If you try out any of these steps or any of this advice from today, please comment and let me know how it worked out for you. Again, it took me like a year to clear up my skin. You guys have to give yourself and your body patience. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you next.